Hey YouTubers, Glynda here. I wanted to bring y'all that today is Wednesday, December 16th, 2015, and I wanted to bring y'all a prophetic word that the Lord just gave me this morning because He put on my spirit that this is extremely important. This word is about promotions in 2016 for His people. I'm not really sure how to say this, so let me read you the word first, and then I'll tell you what He told me. Promotions shall abound in the new year for those who obey me now and continue in faith. Some are being tested now that I may see of your readiness. Sorry, I'm reading from real scribbled. This is really scribbled. Are you ready to stand for me, to be set apart from the world? For no man can serve two masters, my children. I must be first if you are to work for me, if I am to promote you. Is your faith as a rock, or does it waver like the wind? You must be constant and established. Is your commitment to me strong, absolute? You must not be double-minded. Okay, now, first of all, the Lord has already begun giving me our word for 2016, and I've been writing that down as He gives it to me. This is part of it, but He showed me this is also the word for today that goes out on the wing side. Now, what the Lord has shown me and is telling me about this is during the Christmas season, during the holiday season, Christmas, New Year's, He showed me in my spirit that some people just forget all their convictions, forget their values, and, they go about partying and carousing, doing immoral things they shouldn't do, normally don't do, neglecting spiritual disciplines. They neglect God financially. They don't give or tithe as they're supposed to. And He said it's like their devotion and conviction and faith and commitment to Him just goes on vacation too. And He said the people who do not stay steadfast and continue the way they're supposed to, continue being the same in December and January as you are the rest of the year for Him, flunk the test. And He's shown me in my spirit there are some very large promotions coming for the people who pass the test. Now, what He showed me was people holding back on their giving to buy gifts and buy, holiday clothes and whatever, mostly Christmas gifts. That people are going to like office Christmas parties or parties of friends, and they're drinking and doing things that they don't do the rest of the year. That they're carousing, they're getting involved in fornication and adultery that they don't do the rest of the year. And that they are neglecting spiritual disciplines to go play. They're neglecting their church, their Bible reading, their prayer time with Him, fasting, whatever, all your spiritual disciplines. These are very serious to God, because when you do these things, you're basically cheating on Him, because you're doing things the enemy is trying to lure you into. Oh, come on, one party won't hurt. Oh, come on, one drink won't hurt. Oh, if you don't do it, people will think that you're weird or you're zealous. God forbid that they should think we're zealous. Please, count me zealous. The way that the enemy lures us is very subtle, y'all. It's very underhanded. He doesn't come at you with, a red suit and horns and a pitchfork. That's not the way he appears. He appears to you as an attractive person who's trying to lure you into adultery, or a chance to make money in an underhanded way, or an immoral chance to have fun with your friends, which turns out not to be fun at all, because sin is a very empty business. And I spent 36 years in it, so I know that it is a very empty business. There is no lasting satisfaction in it. There is no joy in it. There is no peace in it. And you can do things at a holiday party or in the spirit of just celebrating with your friends that you can end up regretting for your whole life. It could cost you your marriage, the respect of your children. I mean, all kind of things can happen, y'all. It's not worth it. But if you don't remain diligent and diligent to do your spiritual disciplines, vigilant, Because remember, your enemy goes about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And if you don't remain diligent in your financial stuff, you know the rules of tithing. I've taught that over and over. Everybody teaches it. Tithing is New Testament. There is a reference to it in the New Testament. And I've taught on that before too, more than once. If you don't continue to tithe, the devourer does not continue to be rebuked from your stuff, from your kids. And what happens is your stuff starts breaking down. People start to steal from you. You'll get sick and have to go to the doctor and spend money on that. Something happens to your kids. Your tithe also is protection around your children. It doesn't mean that nothing will ever happen to them, but it means that hedge is there to keep the devil from taking them. So these things are of major importance, and the enemy, the Lord has shown me that the enemy is working overtime this month to try to lure his people, just, lure you away from what you're supposed to be doing, kind of lure you out into the world a little bit, oh, let's go enjoy this party, oh, don't be, don't act like you're a party pooper. Be a party pooper. Stand up for Jesus, y'all, come on. And if you're not going to stand there and witness to somebody about Jesus, at least stay true to your values. I have gone to holiday parties. I have gone to, when I used to have to work, I had to go to that stuff too, y'all. And sometimes I would be the only person there who didn't drink. But so what? It didn't bother me. It bothered other people. They thought I wasn't having any fun. It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me in the least because I know who I am. I know who I am. It took me a long time to know who I am. The Lord showed me there are very large promotions among these promotions that are being passed out in this new year. And I'm speaking to the group of people that read Wings of Prophecy, that watch this video. This word is for y'all, okay? And of course it's for me too. Wouldn't it be a shame if you blew the huge promotion or stepping into your destiny this year? Doesn't mean it won't come later, but what if it's another 5 or 10 years, because you went and overdid it at a holiday party, or, just didn't stay true to your faith and your convictions in Christ. That would be a shame. That would really be a shame. You sacrifice, but you sacrifice not voluntarily, but you give up something that you really want, really need, and been praying and standing for who knows how long. Or maybe you sacrifice getting the godly mate you've been praying for because you're not staying true to your moral convictions and your beliefs. There was an old country song, well, I say old, I think it was the 90s, that there was a line in it, I can't remember who sang it, but the line in it was, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That is so true. If you don't stand for something, you are liable to fall for anything. Because if you don't know what you believe, people can make you believe anything. But you're a Christian. You should know what you believe. You should know what you believe. All right? There is a real pretty African-American woman listening to this right now. And the Lord said, you already have a plan to do something you're not supposed to do at a holiday party. There's a man that you're attracted to, and you kind of want to make a move on it, And the Lord said, don't do it. Don't do it, daughter. It's going to cost you much more than you can possibly imagine right now if you do it. I know it's heartbreaking, but it's not in the long run. It's only heartbreaking in the short term when you have to give something like that up. The Lord speaks to you in mercy, woman of God, in mercy. Don't do it, sister. Don't do it. Don't even go to the party. If you can't resist doing that, don't even go to the party. You know that man is off limits. You know he is. And you know why he is. He's married to somebody else, isn't he? Yeah. Well, the devil can make those look awful good to you. But God has somebody better for you, woman of God. But not if you don't stay true to God, to your faith, to your convictions, to the morals you know you're supposed to be walking in. The Lord said if you do that thing, the price is way, way, way higher than you think it is. And you will regret it for the rest of your life. I'm going to get this word posted, but I want y'all to really, really think about this. This is important, y'all, for the Lord to show me to make this video. And I haven't even typed up the word posted on the website yet. This is important, okay? This is really important. And I never realized that during the holiday season, Christmas and New Year's, that, you know, people just kind of fall away from their values and their morals and stuff. We're all human. I mean, anybody can be tempted. If you've not renewed your mind in the Word, you can be tempted. Everybody can be tempted in some area, I think, but we have to be vigilant. We have to be diligent, y'all. The devil's out to get us every day, all day long. He is out to get us. He is setting up a snare and a trap and a plan to take away our credibility as a witness, to take away our path to our destiny, to delay us or mess us up so bad that we won't fulfill that destiny, because it's going to do harm to his kingdom when we do. But it's not worth it, y'all. It's just, sin is just not worth it. You know, the Lord showed me a vision years ago, and I call it the sin peddler. And I saw Satan, and he was a street peddler. And he had this little cart he was pushing around, and he came up to this man, and he had this beautifully wrapped package. I mean, you've seen those gift wrap packages that it looks like somebody took as long to wrap the package perfectly as they did to pick out your gift. And I mean, you just stare at it, you don't even want to open it because it looks so pretty. It was like that. And he was telling the man that it was everything he ever dreamed of. It would make him so happy, and, you know, he would never need anything else and all that. And finally, the man was just, you know, really, he was listening to it, and he was buying into it. And finally, he goes, okay, I'll take it. And he gets the package. And he runs off, and I see the man running off. Satan goes on to the next person. The man runs off, and he sits down, and he opens the box. And there is nothing inside. And that is what sin is. It's beautifully wrapped on the outside to look like everything you ever wanted, and the inside is empty. There is nothing there. It's just a dark, empty box. So when you're tempted, you remember the sin peddler. And you remember that he's selling you something you really don't want. Okay? There's a consequence for every sin. You may not pay it right away. You may not see what the consequence is right away, and you think, oh, I got away with that. You never get away with sin. God is never mocked. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. But it can cost you so many ways that you spend the rest of your life regretting it. It's not worth it. I don't care what the sin is, it is not worth it. And it's certainly not worth it for some holiday party or fling or something. So, y'all remember the sin peddler, okay? Okay, I'm going to get this word typed up and posted. I'm working on a show for tomorrow, the 17th, December 17th, but I'm hoping to have it recorded and uploaded this evening on Wednesday the 16th. And if you have the Wings Radio phone app, it'll come straight to your phone. But I'm going to also talk about some of this in that show too. So thanks for watching. I hope that y'all have a really great end of the week. God bless you.